about to kill it.
Stay savage, your boy Cino Ventura. What's poppin'? Today we are back with a video. Oh my god, like let's talk about it. First comment is gonna be he's alive. Second comment is gonna be oh he's back again. Third comment is gonna be oh he's off of hiatus, he's just gonna disappear again. Fourth comment video is gonna be where the Boruto reviews at. Fifth comment gonna be where the Boruto manga reviews at. Sixth comment, did you see the new episode of Boruto? I get it. I know. Listen. It's a long story. Long story short, boy be at work all day, every day, 24/7, non-stop. Like I said, I'm about to say 9 to 5, but I meant non-stop. Like non-stop. This is really not a stopwatch job. Don't never stop. Like I've been getting off a little bit earlier, so if you guys don't notice, I'll pop up every now and then on the stream. I know the chat was like, oh my god, he's alive, he streamed every fucking blue moon. Yeah, it's me, hi, that guy. But today we're here to talk about Boruto, and I kind of want to talk about Kawaki, because as you guys know what's been happening in anime, we already was aware of this in the manga, but just to see it animated gives it a different touch. So I just want to speak on what's really been taking place in the anime, and I want to talk about Kawaki as a individual. I want to talk about Kawaki's character and what's been introduced, because we got a bit of a flashback in more detail. We got more refinedness going on with Kawaki's character compared to how we got before, and I'm probably going to touch up on that in another video. But with this video, I want to talk about Kawaki's combat ability. Like, we seen this man fight against Garo, and like, you know what I'm saying, like we really got to see Kawaki go all out at the beginning of his introduction. Now, we knew Kawaki could do a lot of shit, right? We knew Kawaki could throw down just from reading the manga. But when you see it animated, when you see things, you know, come to life, you just think it to yourself like, holy shit, like this dude's really badass, like non-stop just coming through with the moves. Like, so let's talk about this in a little bit more detail. So talking about this in a little bit more detail, we have Kawaki, who is obviously the rival to Boruto Uzumaki. Now, it's pretty weird because when you get an anime, you usually get people introduced early on as the rival. You'll know right out the gate who's the rival of the main character or who's the main character's best friend. You know, you would think somebody like Mitsuki or Sarada would be his rival because, you know, obviously they came from Orochimaru and Sarada came from Sasuke and fucking Sakura, you know what I'm saying? So you would think that those two would be somewhat of a rival to Boruto, right? You know, by him being the son of Naruto, you know, and by Naruto and Sasuke having this strong rivalry that lasted throughout countless chapters, countless episodes, even light novels. It goes on forever, even into the next generation. You see these two still manage to keep that bit of rivalry there, right? But then you have a person like Kawaki who just kind of pops up. Like, you know, he was introduced in the 180 plus episode, you know what I'm saying? Like, they waited 180 episodes to drop this character into the show. Not to mention, he wasn't really introduced until later on to the manga, almost like 20 chapters into the manga. Like, don't get me wrong, at the first episode, we get the flashback of Boruto and Kawaki fighting. So obviously, we knew that at some point or another, he was going to be introduced and that he was going to be his rival, right? We went through this long cycle between everybody in my comment section, everybody on Twitter, everybody on the timeline, everybody on the other people's comment sections, literally asking who was Kawaki. Like, we went through all these different moments where people were literally searching, trying to put together these puzzles, saying Kawaki is somebody that we already know. It's just he's gonna change. He's gonna be a person that got changed. We came up with all these fucking theories, all that. Like, we've never had to do that with a rivalry. We never had to do that with like a rivalry that's been introduced. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew Boruto and Kawaki was gonna be rivals based upon like the first episode, but we never had to sit there and guesstimate or guess and try to figure out when was he gonna going to be introduced. Who is he? How is he connected to the story? What episode he's going to pop up? What manga chapter he's going to be shown? You know what I'm saying? Like, Boruto manga has left us guessing for a really long time. Even with the Jogan, like, people are still guessing because it still hasn't truly been introduced into the series. So it's one of those big old question marks, you know what I'm saying? So now that we have Kawaki that has been introduced, you know, we have this character finally being shown. We got to see a lot of his abilities, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there's still a whole bunch more that we haven't got to see because this man has a complete scientific ninja body. His body is full on, you know, just compatible with scientific ninja tools. And not to mention, he gives off these extreme jugo vibes. Like, we seen this man basically turning his body into like this molten lava type of vibe, and he was skating on it, like, you know what I'm saying, thrusting himself across the fucking battlefield, kind of how Jugo, you know, uses his sage transformation to thrust himself and basically use his speed to match with his muscle and his strength. Sorry, stuttering a little bit. It's been a long time since I did this. But what I wanted to talk about was Kawaki's physical capabilities, right? Even Konohamaru noted, and I mentioned this before when I talked about the manga, how capable he was, how like strong he was, because he was able to take down a lot of those ninja puppets, these little scientific ninja puppets. These were like cyborgs that were created to just completely go non-stop, regardless if they were being destroyed or not. And you know, if they wasn't completely finished off, they will get back up. They'll reprogram themselves and they'll get back up until the point, you know, Boruto and them found a way or found a method to make them overheat. So he basically tricked them into overloading, you know what I'm saying? But with Kawaki ain't had to do that. Kawaki just went straight in and destroyed all of them, right? So my whole thing is, Boruto and Kawaki have a rivalry, but Kawaki can kill Boruto at any given moment right now. Like, in the series, Kawaki can just straight murder Boruto at this current point. Even in the manga, unless Momoshiki completely transforms and take over Boruto's body, Kawaki can still kill Boruto. Like, I do know he no longer has karma due to the fact that Ishiki is no longer a thing, but we do see at some point or another Kawaki gets karma again. So there's a big old plot hole right there that's just like, what the hell is going on? Obviously that's deep in the manga. I'm not gonna really go into too much detail with that, but we do know for a fact that this man is able to destroy Boruto at any given moment. He's able to use the Karma Seal completely at will at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? He has complete powers and control of his fucking transformations. So it's like, goddamn, my dude can turn his arm into a scythe. He turns his fucking molten lava rock fingers into little kunai. So he doesn't need a toolkit. He doesn't need a ninja toolkit in his arsenal. We seen him absorb chakra basically take out this big ass death beam. You know what I'm saying? This man dropping Seros. This man dropping Getsuga Tenshos. You know, I like to compare it to a Sero, because if you look at Seros from Bleach, you see like how defined they are and how like they fit the character. And if you look at how Kawaki's karma set up, it fits his character, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what we're gonna call it. I guess we can call it a karma blast, you know what I'm saying? But literally his karma blast is fit to design of his character, and we see him use that type of shit and he destroys complete areas. So this is like the new version of Tell Beast bombs in this anime, you know what I'm saying? And like, without Boruto having karma, without Boruto being able to absorb it and even not knowing how to do it completely, he just kind of did it out of reaction. You know, like, if that wasn't the case, everybody would have died. Even Delta noted, he said, oh, good looks to Kawaki for taking care of those pesky leaf shinobi. That way we don't have to get involved. That way Kashi, Koji, and Delta don't have to expose their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, she thought they were completely gone, but you know, Boruto was basically able to use his karma and absorb it. But like I said, we have Boruto as a character who's very skilled. Obviously, this man has created so many different techniques with his different styles of ninjutsu, as well as using different techniques with his shadow clones. You know, we've seen the Boruto stream, we've seen him use water style, we've seen him use wind style, we've seen him use lightning. You know, obviously he made different versions of the Rasengan. So this character is skilled. I'm not taking away from Boruto's credibility in terms of how skilled he is, but you got to think about it. When you have somebody like Kawaki, who's been trained by the Kara as like this fucking vessel, as this complete weapon, as this person who was basically put in to be somebody that's supposed to be used for mass destruction, up until the point that Jigen is ready to take over his body, you know what I'm saying? Where does Boruto really stand? Like, there's going to be a time skip arc. Obviously, there's going to be something that takes place where Boruto does get that catch up. It's kind of how like Naruto went with Jiraiya, he got that catch up to Sasuke, and even then, you know, Sasuke was still a little bit ahead of Naruto, you know what I'm saying? Sasuke still had that edge on Naruto, but it's like out the gate we have Boruto being already this like prodigy, you know what I'm saying? He's already shown to be very proficient, and like we have people like Sarada and Mizuki who are inside of him, and they can kind of keep up with him. But you got Mizuki who has a secret sage mode that he really isn't supposed to use because it deteriorates his body, but he has like this upper hand on Boruto, and at some point or another, you know, he's gonna eventually master that and become stronger. Like, and then we got Kawaki, who's just completely out the gate a scientific ninja weapon. Like, my boy is straight up a weapon. He came out the gate a weapon. His whole body is a weapon. His whole body is disposable. Like, look at people like Boruto and look at people like Kawaki. He was engineered. He was scientifically made, man-made, handcrafted to kill, to destroy, to endure. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, you know, after his battle with Garo, his body overloaded. It overloaded because the scientific ninja technology inside his body couldn't keep up. And that was only because he was expelling so much chakra and so much of his body at one time. Now, I know Boruto could probably wait him out since we know that. You know, Boruto can plan accordingly because we know that. But you got to think about it. Like, look how fast my man was moving. Look how quickly he was doing things. Boruto uses a Rasengan. He absorbs it with Karma. What's Boruto's Rasengan? You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, Kawaki can just straight up kill Boruto. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Boruto will be given the opportunity to, like, you know, kill him right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? If Boruto really got Kawaki pissed off early on in this generation, early on in this part of the series, this man could straight up die. Like, I've been watching, I've been like peeping at my job, you know, I'll be at work, I'll be watching anime on my phone, on my lunch break, got the Crunchyroll sitting in my dashboard, you know what I'm saying? So I'm catching up, I'm watching, I know what's going on. I read the manga, I'll be watching Jujutsu Kaisen, you know what I'm saying? I caught up on Black Clover, you know, I'm kind of sad about that, but I see a lot of different things that's taking place, and I'm just looking, and I'm just like, wow, like, we knew this from the manga that Kawaki was stronger, but like, just wow, my dude is way far superior than Boruto, and then just to see it animated, seeing it brought to life, that really gives us an idea of where Kawaki truly stands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though Konohamaru as a sensei, as a Jonin level ninja, would still have problems dealing with Kawaki himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, Konohamaru was cool and all, but like, he ain't no Kakashi. He ain't doing what Kakashi was doing. And like, let's be honest, Boruto and fucking Konohamaru might be around the same level, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, we might see a giant Rasengan here or there for Konohamaru, you know what I'm saying? Because he has a little bit more experience. But let's be fair, like, Kawaki could smash them. So like, I don't know. That's just my personal thoughts and personal opinions. I do plan on bringing more videos like this to the channel. It might not always be about Boruto, but it will be about an anime that I'm watching. So let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions. Do you think Kawaki can kill Boruto off the bat? Let me know why or why not. These have been my personal thoughts and personal opinions. And if you disagree, I really need to know why you think he can't. And I honestly, I do feel like a lot of people's point is going to be that Boruto's intelligent. He's able to analyze and strategize. So that could be a good thing. Like I said, we did see Kawaki's body overheat. So, you know, Boruto could plan accordingly towards that. But, you know, you got to think about a lot of other factors. If Kawaki doesn't really go to the extremes and just kind of play it safe while fighting against Boruto, you know, he can still handle him because he has a physical capability as well as he has ninjutsu range. So, like, he can do a lot of different things. But with that being said, my name is Shingo Bencho. Stay tuned, stay around. Until next time, see you guys later. Bye!